Hi guys, welcome back to TechnoWeb Hack. This is Parikshit again, and here today we will be looking into the Msfvenom tool, which is the great tool for creating a virus, worms, or tools, or any Trojans or remote administration task, which will give us back the meterpretation, which will exploit at the remote side or the target side, and we will creating those kind of tools by using this Msfvenom tool. Alright, so I will show you how to do this in the Kali Linux, and then we will use those tools to hack into the Windows 10 machine and Windows 7 machine. Okay, so let's start. Before that, I would like to tell you what is about the what is Msfvenom is. So Msfvenom is like a combination of MSF payload and MSF encode. So if you type MSF payload, so payload, you know that payload is the tool or the code that will exploit at the remote side, okay, and which will give the interpreter prompt or any shell to the by using the particular exploit. So as you can see, when you type the MSF payload, we don't see any option in the Kali Linux, and now when you type like MSF encode, we don't have the encoders as well. So because these two tools has been combined, and we got the new tool called Msfvenom. So let's see this Msfvenom, and we can see that we got multiple options here, and you can see how to use this by using this example. Okay, we can use this payload format, the architecture, the platform, the output file folder, and the bad characters if you want to remove it from there, the NOPs. Okay, so here first I will let you go through all these options, what is it used for. So first of all, as you can see in the example, the path of the Msfvenom is inside the USR and bin, and here if you want to use the Msfvenom, so you can use these options like this. Like for the payload, whatever the payload that you want to choose, you can give the option like -p and the payload name. Similarly, you have to give the L host, the local host IP address, and the L port as well. Then the -f, which is used for the format of your payload, which we have given here like exe file, like payload. This is the output file name. So here it is by default payload.exe. If you want to give any something else, so that you can mention over there. So let's go ahead with this. Now let's see first option. So it says like -l means --list. So it will pop up the list of all the modules that we have inside the Msfvenom. So let's see this like Msfvenom and --list all. So it will give you the list of all of the payloads, the encoder, the NOP, the architectures that we have available with Msfvenom tool. Okay, so I will show you how we will use this tool and how we will create such viruses or such Trojans that we will be using. So now as you can see here, we got the multiple options here, as these many payloads we have here. Let's see this. Okay, so okay, we are here. Yeah, so 541 payloads that we can use with the Msfvenom. Okay, you can see this Android interpreter, so you can create any application or app which we can use for the Android mobiles, and we can send that app to any victim. Once the victim opens that app, so you will get the interpretation to your side. So by using this payloads, you can hack anyone's mobile, any Android mobile. Yeah, so you can hack any Apple device, Apple iOS we have here. Okay, so this is all about here, and this is CMD Unix, so you can use it for the Unix as well. Okay, then next we have here encoder will help your payload, or it will make sure that your payload reaches their destination properly. So among this list, you can choose the encoder rank wise, where you can see the excellent rank is there for this encoder, and again an excellent rank is there for this Shikata Ganai. Okay, we can use this encoder, and okay, so it will encode our payload. It will make sure that it reaches their destination. Okay, we have the NOPs over here. So NOPs will make sure the size of your payload is proper or the consistent. Okay, so here you can see the next is platform. We can use this kind of payloads for the Android platform, Apple iOS for platform. Cisco, BSDI, okay, so Windows platform, okay, Python, PHP, or anything that you want to do. Then next is the architecture, so it supports, okay, the x86, 64, and wherever you want to use, like you want to use in Java as a Ruby, so you can give the platform as like that according to your requirement. Then next is the format, so if you want to create an exe file or exe trojan, something like that, then you can mention the exe as your format. Okay, then we have here, yeah, this is about the framework transform format, and we will not use it as of now. All right, so as you can see, we are here, and now let's go ahead and create one of the payload. Okay, so first of all, yeah, so let's give like Msfvenom, and now we will use -p for the first payload. So in this case, we want the meterpreter session to give up on our side, so we will use the Windows meterpreter, that is Windows meterpreter, okay, and reverse TCP. In this case, again we have to set the L host, so L host equal to, okay, 192 dot, so we know that what is our L host, which is our local IP, so 192.168.43.87, and if you want to check it, so that can be checked over here as if config, and you can see it 43.87, so we will use it here. Then give L port, okay, so you have to like set L port and give anything like 4444, which will be our listening port on the attacker machine. Then we will mention our encoder, so -e encoder, so that is Shikata Ganai, we will use x86, okay, Shikata underscore Ganai. Next is -f, which is exe file we will use, -o for our output file, we will be putting it in the root and our desktop. Okay, so we will create a new payload, which is like my payload.exe I'm giving over here. Okay, so this is it. And then if you want to use anything else like NOPs that we don't want to use, no problem with this. So architecture, if you want to mention, that you can mention in architecture over there. So okay, this is NOPs. Okay, we have used encoders and all. I think this is enough, and we can now we have to set the payload L host L port that we have set here. Okay, so here in the L host L port you have to do equal to, and then everything is fine. Yeah, output file -f, yeah, enter. So this will create the payload mypayload.exe under root desktop. It is generating it, and yes, it says that now attempting to encode the payload with one iteration. It found that found our encoder properly, and it has created a file. Okay, so we can also mention the platform, the architecture if you want. Okay, so by default it will take it to x86, and the platform will be Windows. Okay, and it is on the desktop. Okay, so there it is. Now my payload one, so copy and we will paste it over here. All right, now it is there inside a shared folder of on the desktop. We'll go here, we have our mypayload1.exe here. Now we will execute it in Windows 7 machine here. So this is my payload one, and I will just copy it and I will put over here. All right, so this is your my payload one, and this is the file that that we have created. And now so yeah, we have it here, and before this, now we will simply start the listener over here. So use the exploit, that is a multi-handler, and here you have to set the L host as 192.168.43.87, which is your local host. Then set the L port, which is 4444, and you have to set the payload that we have created there. That is the one which you have mentioned is Windows meterpreter reverse TCP, and then you can see what are the options left. so we don't have any option left. We can just simply exploit it. Now you can see it will listen like this, and once the file is get executed on target machine, so here I will execute it. Okay, you can see now it executed at background, and you can see the sending stage, and we have the interpreter session open. So this machine got compromised successfully by using this payload. So get UID, and you have the Parikshit as a username. And also I will show you one thing, as we have a Windows Defender here, Windows, okay, Defender, and you can see my payload is here, but is still not detecting the payload. I will scan the system. So our payload is bypassing the Windows Defender, even we have the firewall on and everything. Okay, so you can see firewall is on and no unwanted or harmful software detected. So we have successfully hacked into or bypassed the Windows 7 machine. We can see that here. Alright guys, so this is all for it, and in the next video I will show you how we will use the wheel tool or Venom tool, and how we will use those to create different viruses or the Trojans, and we will test the Windows 10 as well. And I will also show you instead of using any third-party application for binding these programs, you can use the Windows default programs, and we'll be using those programs to binding the exes, and we'll send it to the victim. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, and please hit the bell icon so that you will not miss the next videos that will be coming. Okay, alright, thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye bye.